onions, peppers, beans, and sausage. Super easy for soup season. We're going to start off with our cook pot for our slow cooker. Going to chop up all of those beautiful vegetables, all of the peppers, and all the onions. Now, you'll notice you got red, yellow, and orange in here, but you are not going to spot a bell pepper, a green pepper in this kitchen and just hate them. If y'all do, great, but I don't, so you're never going to find them in any of my recipes. That's just all I got to say about it. Make sure you get all of those morsels, those tasty tidbits of vegetable down into your slow cooker pot, okay? Spray it down with your nonstick spray. Y'all know I love that butter flavor Pam. Next up, we got some refried beans. Now, this may look a little bit like puppy chow, but it's still real good. Make sure you chop it up well with your knife whenever you get it out of the can, because whenever we put it in there, we want to make sure that it doesn't go in as all one big lumpy clump, okay? Super easy, super quick. Don't worry about nothing. Whenever it goes in, it's going to make sure that it mixes just a little bit easier. It's like working with butter or cream cheese at room temperature. It just makes it easier to work with once it goes in with the rest of the ingredients. Now we're going to bring back that pot that's got all our vegetables in it and put our refried beans right down there on the top. Easy peasy, just simple as you please, all right? Just again, please be careful whenever you're putting that in there. It probably splatters a little bit in the kitchen. Next up, we got a little bit of pasta sauce. Now, I love this 4 cheese kind. It is so good. Going to put that right on top, and then we're going to put another can full of water just to make sure that all the sauce gets from inside the can. Next up, we're going to put all of that beautiful brown sausage right down there into the pot. Now, you can either air fry it or skillet fry it. I would recommend getting as much of the fat off as you can after you've got it all ready. Put it down in the pot and just mix it all together. Now, this right here has a very distinctly Mexican cuisine feel, but this soup is going to be absolutely beautiful when you get done with it. We're going to give it a real good stir down in the bottom of the pot, making sure that all those fresh vegetables, as well as all of our wetter ingredients, get a real good mix before we get it all put together. Now then, once we get all that folded together, what we're going to do is put a whole big old heaping dollop of a tablespoon of minced garlic in there. Then we're going to use a little bit of Kikkoman soy sauce. You'll notice this is the low sodium because a lot of y'all told me you don't like a whole lot of salt in your cooking. Then we're going to get 2 tablespoons of a butter and just drop that right inside. Super easy. Now that is still just a little bit chilly, so it'll be fine in here. Next up is some cooking wine, just a dash of that, okay? Not a ton, just some for flavor. All the alcohol will cook out while you've got it on the slow cooker setting. Now again, we're going to mix all that up really nicely down there in the bottom. Our peppers and our onions are starting to get a little bit tender. It's just right. Now what we're going to do is put some spice into it, okay? I love this roasted chipotle garlic salt. It is so good. Gives it a whole lot of kick and flavor. Then throw it on the slow cooker on high for about an hour, okay? Then all of our stuff starts to soften even more. It comes together real nice with all of our wet and our meaty ingredients. And what we're going to do now is add just a little bit of rice to it, okay? So we're going to add 1.5 cups of rice right down there into it. You can use white rice, you can use brown rice. Either is absolutely fine. Going to stir that in, and then we're going to put it back on the heat for another couple of hours on low. That way it's going to make our rice nice and tender, and it's not going to cook our vegetables absolutely to death, okay? So again, take it back to the slow cooker, put it on low for 2 hours, and away we go. Ooh, I wish you'd look at that, how gorgeous. Now we've got that beautiful starch of the rice down in there. We got the sausage, got the refried beans, and all those gorgeous vegetables that we chopped up a little bit earlier. Just piping hot and ready to warm you from the core out, y'all. Look how gorgeous. We're going to put a couple of ladles full of this into a beautiful bowl, and then we're going to serve it to our loved ones just to make sure that everybody knows how much we care for them. Going to get this out of the way, and whenever we bring this back in, what I got to do now is top it. Because y'all know if we ain't got cheese on it, it ain't done yet. So we're going to use our Mexican blend and put a little bit of that right there on the top. Super simple. A little bit of chive action as well as some sour cream or some Greek yogurt. Totally, completely up to you. I love using the Greek yogurt. It's got just a little bit more protein in it, and it's got a little less fat. Woo! Yes, please. Eat up, y'all.